trading skills. Oh, I'm sorry, I did know. I forgot. All right, so I'm really sorry. I forgot. Thank you for the corporate team. I think I need to put on my checklist before I do this analysis. All right, guys. So these are the three packages. Feel free if you would like to, experience the, QBN Global through my QFX platform. I'm more than happy to help you guys. And this is just basically is from me and just to help you guys to be stand on the trading experience. All right, so let's look at the Forex factory. um, we normally look at all these calendar every day individual day, but this is a weekly webinar, so I just filter it only the high impact news. If you don't know it, so you can filter it. You can also select medium impact news or low impact news and the bank holiday. So I just basically highlighted only high impact news. So the way we look at every day, we look at what sort of news is about to release and what sort of that news is going to make impact to the specific currency. Or just like here, you can see here on Tuesday, we have a high impact news for the dollar. Then we mainly look at the Euro USD, pound dollar, all the dollar pair, all the major against the dollar, and then we align when the data is released, we aligned that data with the technical analysis and look for the opportunity. So this week, as you know, Monday, we didn't have any high impact news, but we have a bank holiday in yen, Japan. So we have seen some bearishness this morning on yen, and all the major against the yen was bullish. So I'm going to share you, especially my favorite pair, which is the pound yen. We had amazing trades. And Tuesday we had a core PPI month by month and core retail sale month by month. If you are new, don't know about the what is the PPI, just click on this one. You can get all that information. I've already explained all that information in my previous my QFX webinar, which is recorded on the YouTube. You can go and have a look. So what we're looking here, core PPI month by month, we're expected. You can see here the news, the way we look at here, the data is expected a positive based on this is the previous, this is the forecast. And we have core retail sales month by month. Expect is lower than the previous one. This is PPI month by month. That's the slight very positive. Based on that, we have a retail sales slightly lower than that. This is basically the forecast. When the data is going to release, the actual data, then we compare. Just keep in mind, as always mentioned, to especially for the newbie and new traders, whenever the data release, you don't have to just compare with the forecast. Make sure you also compare with the previous data. It's a very, very important because sometimes the data release looks positive based on the forecast, but actual is negative based on the previous one. So make sure you need to basically check with both the forecast and the previous one. So Wednesday we have a CPI data for Aussie dollar year by year, and you can see here the data is showing positive. And we have 1 a.m. in the morning time, London time, we have official cash rate, which is slightly 0.25% been decreased, which is that's give us a sign of bearish, but we'll see. But we also have a monetary policy statement and rate statement for RBNZ, and we'll see if this is projected as a negative. We'll see what sort of statement information that's gonna support this or not. So we'll see when the data is going to release. But this is for only for the Asian session traders. Probably we're not gonna be availing, watching this one and the 1 o'clock in the morning. Then 2 a.m. we also had a RNBZ press conference. Then 12:30 p.m. We have autumn forecast statement is coming. There's no as such forecast is given. Another important news that's the unemployment claims. And if you look at the data, it's slightly been increased. This is not a good sign for the dollar, but we'll see. But if you look at the previous unemployment claims, okay, just give me 1 second. So we have in November, we had a positive forecast was this 227. Now it's 2220, right? But now we have forecasted 2226 versus. So as always mentioned, and don't just believe in the forecast. When the actual data is come, then we'll see what sort of market, how it's going to react. Thursday, we have a bank holiday in the US, so I'm expecting choppy market or a slow market at the New York session. We probably are going to see some good moves in the London Open, but we'll see. Friday, we have only one GDP data is coming for CAD, so that's basically expected positive. So based on that, we can say Tuesday we are expecting, especially dollar, any pair with the dollar. Wednesday is the day for Aussie and Kiwi dollar. Later on, we have a data for pound and the dollar. And Thursday, we mainly is going to be bank holiday, so it's better to trade in London morning session. And Friday, we're going to be looking at CAD information. Let's see here how this is going to work. So this is the way we look at, but we every day we look at these high impact news every single day, and then we plan accordingly. Okay, now we have a little clear picture of the what sort of news is about to release. And also, if you are my QFX member, we also broadcast an email to you guys that the high impact news, and we also give some information regarding the market structure. So make sure if you are not registered the my QFX, make sure you register it. So in order to receive that email every Sunday, we send all that information in more detail. Okay, so let's look at what we're going to look at. Well, now we're going to look at the high time frame, and we look at the market structure and plan. And I will also share with you the price action sort of techniques, and which we already share every day in a platform. So I'll explain to you in more detail. So if you look at let's look at my platform. If you look at the Euro USD, this is what you can see here when you log into the MyQFX platform. You will see the pattern. We already basically, as the price moves, structure develop, we constantly updating high time frame, all the measure against the dollar. We use it 4 hour chart because of the movement, the volatility of the pair. And all the exotic and the gold, we are using a 1 hour chart. So if you look at here, this 4 hour chart, Euro USD, last week we had a nice, beautiful short trade here when the price was about this level. We also announced that the price has developed head and shoulder pattern. As you can see here, is marked, and that's give us the high probability of continuation of the to the downside. So we really enjoyed this breakout short trade here, and if you haven't subscribed over my QFX YouTube channel, make sure you do it, because I also broadcast that information every day of the analysis on the YouTube channel, all the price action, so you will understand. And I also give some information for upcoming opportunities, so it's good for you. You can learn it. So we had a nice, beautiful, and in my analysis recording is available on the MyQFX platform. And mentioned many times that this is the point of interest. If the price stay above this level, that might be a possibility of counter opportunity. Otherwise, if the price gonna break, then look for the short. So we had this beautiful short trade here. We also had a counter long. We also a short and then long here. So right now, as you can see here, the price developed the structure as mentioned to my trader. If today we mentioned, because we didn't have any high impact news, we didn't have any sort of event. So I said to my trader, if the price can break, give us the confirmation, then we continuation for log here. If the price cannot respect, that might be a possibility of a counter opportunity. But what I can see here, this is the way we look at. If you look at this Bollinger Band, this Bollinger Band is right now, if you look at the shape, is squeezing it. And that give us the one more high probability and opportunity is about to come. So we align those kind of information. So if you look at the today, we didn't have any high impact news, so we haven't seen any big moves, but we had this beautiful long trade here. But if you look at the tomorrow, Tuesday, we have a quite high impact news is coming for the dollar. So I'm expecting this dollar news might gonna create opportunity here. We might gonna see if the price is going to break this consolidation. So at this stage, we don't basically pretend. We don't basically trying to guess where the market. We look at the price action, and based on that, we look for the opportunity. So if you look at here, right now, when I said to my trader here, look at this point of interest. If you look at here, this is the price action. We were looking into it. So with this morning, we had a beautiful breakout long trade, price nicely hit to the profit target. And after that, we were price nicely came back. And I mentioned to my trader, this is the point of interest because the way we look at, as always mentioned to my trader, you need to understand the basic price action. And if you follow this basic price action, you always find high probability trade. Every time when the price break recent high and low, look for the opportunities. If you look ahead, this price nicely broken high, and after that, price nicely respected, and price nicely broken, and after that, price nicely respected, and continue. So price nicely broken this one here. So what we expecting here? We were expecting same price action here, but price refuse. When the price refuse, then we can look at what sort of price action is being developed. So if the price is going to continue, we need a confirmation. So confirmation, this is the confirmation we had it for the short trade here. Plus, if you look at the 4-hour chart, we can see here the price is at the major resistance level. That give us a high probability, possibility of continuation to the downside. And that's why we look at in the intraday. So this morning, as mentioned to my trader, that price nicely respected, rejected here. So there might be a possibility of counter opportunity for long. So we did analysis. But if you look at all of the previous analysis, like if you look at the 5 days before, we had this beautiful, well explained continuation to the downside. We also had this one, which is a pretty straightforward. If you look at the 4-hour chart, this is the breakout was performed. And intraday, this is what we did analysis. And this is what we explain. All the price action here, as long as the price stay here, don't initiate any trade, let the price break and look for the opportunity. Price nicely broken, hit to the profit target. That's what we suggest our traders time to bank some profit. So you can see here we had a beautiful short trade. We also had a counter long trade here, guys. So let me share with you. You can see here again when the price develops certain pattern, as I always mention, if the price going to break any recent high, give us the confirmation and counter short, counter long trade here. Well, if you look at today, what we had it, even we and look at the before, we had this beautiful. You can see here, this is purely price action, and this is what we broadcast all that information, real time in my QFX platform. Today we had this beautiful breakout long trade here, which is a pretty straightforward at the Asian market when the price market open. We define this is point of interest, which is a part of the training, which is we give every day through live analysis. This is the low was broken. As you can see here, the price repeatedly respected here. Price could not maintain below this level. As you can see here, we were expecting this price action. So instead of price coming down, price came back here. And this price action give us the sign of continuation possibility of reversal. But as mentioned to my trader, let the price break this zone and then look for the opportunity. That's the safest way. When the price was breaking up, as you can see here, so we look at the price action, we have inverted head and shoulder pattern that give us the high probability of continuation to the upside. Top of that, if you look at here, the price rejected many times here that give us a high probability in intraday is breakout and hit to the fib channel, which is price nicely hit to the resistance level. That's we suggest it's time to consider banking some profit. So just imagine if you have this kind of analysis has been given with the live audio commentary support. And at the same time, if you practice on the platform, I'm pretty sure you can, generate substantial pips in the platform. So we had this beautiful. So moving forward, what we're looking here, tomorrow we are looking for this news, and I'm expecting this news probably gonna create some, hopefully that's gonna break this consolidation. So technically, we are looking in this breakout. If the news is good, for the dollar, then we are expecting here, and if price break and give us the confirmation and this low, and then we are looking for continuation. If the news is bad, if the price break, give us the confirmation, and then we're expecting a long here. So at this stage, we don't predict what's happened because we have to look out for the market news to release and look for the opportunity accordingly. Previously, we had a nice, beautiful short trade here. All right, so let's look at the pound dollar. Pound dollar, we had it amazing short trade, previously. And look at the way we look at here. This is what we explain our trader. We had this zone here, which is previously price respected. If you look at my previous analysis in the YouTube, we have draw a line here. We have draw a box here. Say let the price break and give us the confirmation. So we had this beautiful breakout last week and squeeze nice, very decent profit into this one. And again, as mentioned here, all of my analysis, which is recorded, is available on the YouTube, on the my QFX platform. I already mentioned to my trader, if you look at the way we look at here, price nicely developed is high. As mentioned to my trader, as long as the price stay here, there might be a possibility price might going to reverse. And this is the point of interest. So we had this beautiful short trade here and price nicely developed a double bottom here that give us the high probability of, reversal. We also had a reversal, nice, beautiful trade here at the Asian session. As you can see, based on these two bottom, as I said, any pullback would consider a high probability trade. Short, we're going to look at only if the price gonna break any recent high and a recent low and look for the opportunity. So let me say, so if you look at here, this is the sideways market develop. And the way we explain to our trader all the time, if I'm going to be looking trade here, so where I'm going to be defining it, where the price is heading. So first of all, at the beginning when the market opened, we did analysis. We did analysis based on that. You can see this is high. So explain any pullback would consider a high probability trade. We short, we're only going to take a short if the price gonna break any recent low and give us the confirmation. If the price does not give us the confirmation, we are not interested. So this is the analysis we did. Let me explain to you. Okay, so this is the analysis we did at the Asian session. As explained, we're only looking for long here as long as the price develop pullback. And this is the way price develop one second, third pullback. Once the price hit within this range, as you can see, up channel, when the price hit this certain profit target. And if you look at the 4 hour chart, this is what we did. So if you look at the 4 hour chart, once the price hit around this level, and in intraday the price hit to the up channel at this level, and that's why we suggest it's time to bring some profit. So now we're looking here, if you look at the price action, what kind of price action has been developed, we have this impulsive reaction here. So you can see here after impulsive, even though price rejected here, and we also had a counter because being an intraday, we also managed to take a counter long trade here. But based on this impulsive, you can see here the price develop a correction that give us the, possibility, and that we are looking one more push to the downside. And that's what we're looking here. And again, if you look at the news, but we're going to align this, price action based on the news. So if the news is good for the dollar, and if the price break this way, then I'm expecting a huge drop, guys. And let's suppose if the news is bad for the dollar, then I'm expecting that let the price break any recent high and give me the confirmation that I'm looking for long, unless I'm not looking for long. So this is the way we plan, and we'll see how this go. But these kind of price action in intraday, we explain every single day, every single day. Let me explain to you. Look at this one. Okay. Can you see this analysis? This is the analysis, and this is the recording is available in my QFX platform. We explain each and every single time. Look at this one. We were expecting a long. We had this beautiful. You can see here the price nicely developed long. Easily 20, 30 pips. Easily you can squeeze. Even after that, we had another two more pullbacks. You can see here beautiful. So today we had this beautiful long trade here, and most of the traders really enjoyed, even though we haven't seen any big moves, but based on the intraday, you have seen we had amazing analysis. So moving forward, what we're looking here, we have this price action, which we already explained to our trader. So based on the current price action, this is what I'm expecting here. But we have to look at the news tomorrow. We'll see if the news is good and price develop pull back, and then we have to look at entry point of view. We always look at here. For entry, this is what I'm expecting here. If the price gonna break any recent low here and give me the confirmation, then I'll be looking for short, then I'll be keep taking all pullbacks. Right now, the price is sideways market, and in sideways market, as always, explain to material, let's wait for the price to break and give us the confirmation. If you don't give any pullback or any confirmation, avoid trading. And also you need to pay attention to detail that we have today. We have a Monday. I always mention to my trader, today is the first trading day or last trading day. The reason behind it, because in first trading day, most of the professional traders, they are wait for the market to develop a trend and look for the opportunity. Otherwise, if there's a high impact news on Monday, then we look at the data release, and then we look at the intraday and look for the opportunity accordingly. So our bias is basically at this stage, overall, you can see here, we don't see any trend here, but based on the analysis, based on the news, we will define our price action probably tomorrow. And for the updates, make sure you subscribe to the MyQFX platform, and I will share that analysis, which is we're going to broadcast live tomorrow. All right, so the best trade we had it that was amazing. We have all the yen pair has, give us amazing, amazing trades. Look at the pound yen is my favorite one. This is what I'm explaining to you here. We had amazing, if you are watching my QFX analysis, we've been short here. We also have taken long here, and we've been short from here. A reason behind it, because if you look at here, the price developed sort of like a head and shoulder pattern that give us the high probability of short trade here, price broken, and give us the confirmation. So we had this beautiful short trade here. Price came back and retest, give us the confirmation. We also had a short trade, and we also had a counter long trade here. So you can see this is a 1 hour chart because this is highly volatile. So we can see a lot of opportunities is coming, being an intraday, and that's why we analyze the market quite more often as compared to all the major against the dollar. So if you look ahead today, we had amazing, like how many analysis? One, two, three, four analysis been broadcasted, and all of them basically been activated very nicely and smoothly. If you look at 3 days before, we had this beautiful short trade here when the market broken and beautiful. When the market came back here, and we also had another beautiful counter trade here, then we also had another beautiful short long trade today. So if you look at today, what happened? So at the market open, this is what I did analysis um, today. So you can see that give us the high probability of long trade here. Reason, if you look at the falling wedge, uh, if you don't know what is the pattern, this pattern give us the possibility and probability of long. But the way we look at the confirmation, you can see here we have impulsive, we have a correction, and if you look ahead, the price came back and retest, give us the confirmation for long. So we had this beautiful long trade here as soon as the price hit to the previous high. We also suggest through live analysis that it's time, if traders have taken this long trade here, consider tightening your stop loss. And then we have this sideways market, and we look for another breakout. So we broadcast that analysis instantly once the price is. You can see this is not a rocket science, guys. This is purely price action. But based on that, we analyze the market, right? So you can see here, London morning, we had a nice, beautiful. This is the market open. We have impulsive correction, impulsive, then pullback. So you can see here, this was the previous trade. We have this correction, impulsive correction, sideways, and pretty straightforward. As always mentioned, after the breakout pullback, we have one, two pullback, price nicely hit to the profit target, and that's what we suggest. And then we also had another beautiful trade, guys, beautiful analysis. As you can see here, as soon as the market, this is the moves I'm talking about. This is the move. As soon as the price came back here, we did an analysis, and as you can see here, the price came back here in intraday, develop a sideways market. So, as I said to you guys, we are expecting that when push to the downside, price refuse and give us the confirmation. We say, guys, trade what you see it, not what you think. This is the best policy in trading we have adopted, and we always train traders, trade what you see it. So this is will be beautiful, hit to the profit target, and that's what we suggest our traders time to bank some profit. So once we see the rejection around this level, as you can see, if you don't know about this kind of candle, that give us the rejection, price came back and give us the confirmation. You can see a very small candle upstairs, that's give us the false breakout. And we did another analysis as a counter analysis. So we did, you can see here, that was a pretty straightforward. You can see a price nicely broken and squeeze amazing profit. So this is what we do every day. We look at the price action, how the price is behaving it in a high time frame, and what kind of opportunities is developing in intraday, and we look for the opportunity. So the London is closed now. As mentioned to my trader, just wait for tomorrow. We'll see how the market is going to react. But if you look at here, we already define all the price action here. We look at the major support and resistance, and then we look at the intraday, which is our own proprietary system, as you can see here. And this is another very amazing pattern is developed. And reason why I'm saying it, because that give me high probability opportunity is in upcoming. But this time we don't initiate because you can see that London is closed, no high impact news. But let me explain to you the price action, then you will understand. So we have this impulsive reaction, and price came back here and develop a double bottom here. So what we're expecting here is this is the point of interest. If you look at here, this is the point of interest. So we were expecting the price should respect here or price break and continuation, but price refuse. So we have point of interest that is this area. So you can see here the price nicely broken, and after the breakout, price retest. Then we have another point of interest, which is this area. You can see here the price develop a false breakout, and after that price also confirm coming down. So while the price is here, we don't initiate anything, but we are looking that if the price gonna break either this point of interest or either this point of interest, then we will have amazing opportunities. For that, as always mentioned, patience and discipline is the key. Trade with an edge, manage risk, be consistent, and keep it simple. That's we're always telling every single day to all our traders. So what is next here? We have to wait for the price. If the price gonna break, give us the confirmation and looking for long here. So far, if the price gonna break this wedge here, then we will have another pattern. That is what we call inverted head and shoulder pattern. Then we will consider this one as head and this one as a shed inverted head and shoulder pattern. If the price gonna break, give us the confirmation, then we're looking for continuation to the upside. If you look at the 1 hour chart, what we see here in 1 hour chart, we can see here the price nicely broken. And after that, price nicely come back and give us the confirmation here. So right now, we'll see at the Asian session, we might going to see sign of continuation to the upside because of that. So we'll see tomorrow. Okay. So this is what we did. And moving forward, what we are looking into the pound yen. This is the 1 hour chart as mentioned here. So if we see the price refuse to break above this level and come back and give us the confirmation, that give us the high probability of one more drop to the downside around this level. This is the point of interest we are looking into it. And if the price gonna be break this level and give us the confirmation, then long here. That's one scenario. Second scenario is if the price develop impulsive reaction, and after that, if the price develop correction, then looking for one more push to the upside. In either way, this is the point of interest we are looking into it. Being an intraday, we don't basically mind to take a counter or short or long trade based on our intraday system. This is what we exactly we're looking for it. All right, so I hope that makes sense, guys. This is the last trade you can see here, which is a pretty straightforward. Based on that, price nicely came back and hit to the profit target and squeeze profit. We had also amazing long trades, amazing gold. We have been long trade here. You can see here. Pretty straightforward today. Our bias was long as pretty straightforward. We explained if you look at our analysis is recorded in the YouTube and the MyQFX platform. We had amazing long trade, guys. Amazing. We also had a short trade here. Gold or bias is still long, and we're still looking continuation to the upside. We'll see tomorrow if the news is bad. I'm expecting you can see a sort of like a price has broken, and the price is giving us the confirmation to the upside. We're only going to take a short trade here. If the price gonna break, come back to this zone and give us the confirmation for short. But we'll see. But we had amazing trade, guys. If you look at all of our analysis, well explained. Every single moves is explained in my QFX. First priority, look for short. This is what we're looking here. Price come back, price hit to the profit target, define it's time to bank some profit. Then we had a counter long trade here, which is a pretty straightforward. Again, why? Because this is what we explained. Price develop a false breakout, price should stay continue down, but price refuse. So safest way, let the price break. You can see here, price nicely broke on, and this is the previous high. Give us the confirmation and sign of continuation and hit to the profit target. This is what we suggest to a trader. It's time to bank some profit. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this analysis review. But if you have any question about the MyQFS, QBN Global, or anything about the analysis, this is the opportunity for you guys to ask. We have a few minutes left, and I'm more than happy to answer all of your questions. All right, guys. So, the price action, which is I'm explaining to you guys, doesn't matter whether you trade crypto or any instrument you trade. If you follow this basic price action, trust me, you will enjoy. You will enjoy every single moves. You will enjoy. But if you really want to enjoy real time, most welcome, especially the New York session, because I'm very active at the New York session because I enjoy that time because we have a London and the New York together, and we had amazing trade guys today. Even all the yen pair, euro yen, give us a nice juicy pair. So we had a beautiful long trade guys this morning. We were expecting here. We had a long trade here because we look at the price action. Look at this one here. We always pay attention to here. We had this beautiful and the long, and then we keep taking long. We also had a counter short trade here. We explain each and every single trade. Like yes, we have one, two, three, four analysis. This is the analysis we did. The market open, pretty standard, straightforward, explained bias, long, squeeze, amazing profit. Then we had another beautiful, look at here. We explain, recording is in our analysis that keep taking a pullback. We have one, two, three pullbacks. Then we had another beautiful long trade here, which is a pretty straightforward. You can say not rocket science. This is self-explanatory. Most of the professionals they understand, but then you say, what is these lines? But if you ask us, we explain each and every detail. So you can say this is the high broken, this is the price retest, and price refused to stay above this level. So I say, as long as the price stay here, don't initiate. What happened? Price reverse, jump into buy trade, buy trade, buy trade, squeeze amazing profit, right? So we had another beautiful, I believe this is the counter short trade here. Look at this price action. Pretty standard, straightforward. We look at the price develop head and shoulder pattern. If you look at here, this is the price of action. Low here, price nicely respected. Now we're looking for short. So how are we gonna look at the short? We look at here the price action. You can see here. Beautiful. Price develop head and shoulder pattern. This is the live market now. You can see here. Beautiful break at this low, squeeze amazing profit. And after that, continuation to the downside. So you can see, guys, these kind of analysis we broadcast every single day in my QFX platform. But if you really want to enjoy all this analysis and you want to see how this trade is going to be, making you good profit, open an account with the QBN Global. As mentioned, you guys, I'm offering three packages, and no one broker give you this kind of help. If you open an account, they give you the free training. We are happy to give you the training, guys. All right, guys, that's it for now for me. And if you don't have any question, make sure you watch the YouTube channel every single day. I broadcast live analysis updates. All right, guys, thank you so much for having me on the weekly webinar. And if you have any request in terms of training, or if you have anything you really want to know, this is the opportunity. I'm more than happy if you have any special request in terms of understanding of the price action, smart money concept, right, the fundamental, or anything you need regarding the trading. This is the opportunity you can ask, and I'm more than happy to guys help you with that. Okay, so that's it for now. And I hope you enjoy this analysis, and I hope you learn the basic price action, and I look forward to see you guys next week. All right. Okay, thank you so much for you guys for love, and stay tuned, and more exciting things is coming to the QBN, guys, so stay tuned. All the best. Take care, guys.